films. I want to close by a couple of closing statements. Some years ago, I went to New York, and my assistant, my photography assistant, met me and said, I want to take some photographs. So we went to Broadway, and he started taking pictures of me, saying, where do you want to go? I said, let's go to the New Amsterdam Theatre. You remember what I told you? You remember? Let's go to the New Amsterdam Theatre. So we took pictures outside the New Amsterdam Theatre. And I said, I don't want to take pictures here. He said, I took him in the back passage, and I went behind to the actor's entrance, the artist's entrance. I stood over there, and my assistant took my pictures. His life getting its wonderful full circle. It's so beautiful. Some years before that, I went to the Lexington Hotel, and I do get embarrassed. I do get embarrassed when people come out in the hotel and they receive you at the lobby, and they receive you and they give you flowers. And at the Lexington Hotel in New York, I received a bouquet of carnations, red carnations. And I took that bouquet and I said, I can't accept this, and I gave it to the hotel manager, the general manager of the hotel. He said, why are you giving it to me? Saying, because you gave me my first job, Mr. Sambara, and you taught me my greatest lesson, to pay your dues, and there are no magic bullets, and you've got to work your way to the top no matter how long it takes. These are important things in life. Don't expect things to happen overnight. Don't chase fame. Fame is a byproduct. Chase what you love, chase what you believe in, and have the courage of your convictions. Thank you very much, everybody, for this. And last but not least, we'll take some questions from the audience. Like some questions. Yes, last row. Before I take the first question, I just want to make an accusation to you, Mr. Patel. Full accusation. 1 minute, my dear. Don't mind. 1 minute, my dear.
Yes, sir.
And the accusation is, what happened to the retro films that you used to show before? Why aren't they being shown at the PIF?
I think answer should be given by...
बस आपने अदिति को
She is responsible.
You're responsible. बोलो अदिति, क्यों? What happened? Let's not call it retro. Let's call it what happened to the classic film section at PIF. I want to know.
So we used to screen these films earlier, but people started watching new films, and we used to hardly get 3 or 4 audience. Everybody wanted new films.
Can I say something? Classic films. If you do not acknowledge your past, you'll never be able to make a good future. There's no question about it. This is where it all is where it springs from. And if it's 3 or 4 people, I'm saying one day take a risk and say, there are only 3 or 4 people in this auditorium, but we are running that film for those 3 or 4 people because they will make a difference. The ones that fill up the theater may not make the difference. But it's very important. Just bring back classic films. Let's not call it retro. If these young people, beautiful people, and the way you all spoke today, you all answered very well. If you all have not seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, if you've not seen Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, if you've not seen On the Waterfront, you'll never be able to make great cinema. You have to know where it came from. You have to know what Raj Kapoor Saab was all about. You have to know his understanding of cinema, cuts, music, every single thing. If you don't know what he was talking about, you can't say, yeah, we know how to do it. We take the angle, we take the crane here. Now we can do this on this, we can do this on that. So, ma'am, Aditi.
Yes, sir.
It will be from next year.
Record this camera.
Yes, sir. From next year, at least 5 masters coming. I promise you. 5 masters from American cinema, from European cinema, Latin American and Indian cinema. 5 different continents. And then, no, as you have promised, Bomanji, you must come on. Don't cheat us. Don't betray us. Say all loudly yes.
Yes.
That's your magic moment.
You are not cheating us, you are cheating yourselves.
क्या बात?
Yeah. Don't. I grew up watching movies before I was born. So I was born in 1950. सबको बताने की जरूरत नहीं. I was born in 1950. ये number याद है. लेकिन my mother used to make a list of the movies my father used to like. So we're talking about movies from the 30s and 40s and 50s. This was the first movie we saw together. This is the movie we saw over here. This is the last movie we saw together. So she had made a list of the films that I had to watch because that's the only way I got to understand my father. And that's the only way that I understood great cinema. The classics. Alright? Sorry, we kept you waiting, young lady. Thank you, Patel sir.
Hello, sir. My name is Asmi.